What's going on, everyone? We're going to cover my simple strategy that I use today. I took 3 trades for a gross P&L of $355, trading one mini contract. Now, on 2 of those trades, I had a hard take profit. On the other one, I did not have a hard take profit, but kind of took a little bit of a scalp for 6-7 points. But what we're going to get into here is off the open, 6:40 in the morning, we get a nice green candle close over the 20 SMA. Okay, so we had a little bit of selling pressure here into the open, and then it looked like we held, right? It looked like we held. We weren't making any more new lows, and then we had a nice 80-point range candle. Now, when I see a candle of this significance, 40 points, 50 points, 60 points, 80 points, there's definitely some buyers in the tape somewhere. So am I looking for another 50, 60, 70, 80 points? No. But am I looking for buyers to take this higher and give me at least 5 points, right, on some type of continuation? Absolutely. So when this reason why candle closes at 6:40, the next thing that I'm looking for here is a following candle to confirm the highs of the reason why. Again, 20 SMA play, nothing changes here. Get in on this candle at 6:45 in the morning, get auto filled for that 5-point take profit. Now, once we run into supply at the linear regression, I'm looking for a rejection until we can take out these highs that confirms the linear regression, and then I will be back long-sided. Once we get a candle at 7:05, which becomes my reason why candle that closes back below the 20-day moving average, I'm looking for one of two things to happen. Either a trending down day or a retest of the day's low, okay? So 7:05, we confirm underneath the 20 SMA, and at 7:15, we confirm, get in for another 5 points down. So now we've locked in 2 for 2 green trades. Now, it was at this point where I was looking to kind of just wrap it up. Only reason being is because I'm in protection mode on a lot of my funded accounts. And what that means is a lot of these accounts are ready for payouts, either A, on this current pay cycle, or they've just taken a payout. So we're building up the balances. I don't want to get too crazy. Okay. So with that being said, we're up around $200 here at this point in time. I'm looking for one more trade. That next setup is a 30-minute opening range break. You can see here that low of day at 19,500s was that 30-minute low. And then all I'm looking for is the first initial break. Now, we can do this one of two ways. We can do this where we wait for a break of that particular price and then confirmation, or we can get in through that first move. Now, there's no right or wrong way to do it. You can definitely wait for confirmation. You can definitely take it on the first move. Lately, I've been taking the first move. It can be a little bit dangerous sometimes because of the volatility and the range. But when you're looking for, 5, 6, 7, 8 points, very, very quickly, you can manually trigger to either get out of that trade or take your profits when you got them. So you can see here at 7:20 in the morning, we break that 30-minute orb, which is the opening range break. For me, I'm looking a lot at the 30-minute opening range break. Again, it's been working, at least in this market environment. And you can see here at 7:20, not only do we break the 19,500s, but we go all the way down to a low price of 19,462. So definitely a lot more room in that trade. And obviously, as we can see, market is still kind of pushing down. So definite down trending day today. A lot of money was left on the table. But again, I never look at it that way. I'm looking at taking my setups based on my strategy and doing what works. Okay. I'm not going to look back at this market and tell myself, well, the market is down 300 points today. You should have been short the whole time. Okay. Because when you start to do that, you start to get it in your head to start to expect these type of moves. And when these type of trending days don't happen, is generally when you can start to chop yourself up and go on tilt. So regardless if we trend 1,000 points, regardless if it's a choppy day where the market's trading in a 100-point range, I'm looking for the same things each and every single day. And I think that's one thing that I want to emphasize with a lot of traders is to definitely not get away and deviate from your plan and from your system. You want to look for the same things each and every single day, regardless of the market cycle, market condition, because that's going to be a good winning consistent strategy is not some days I'm looking to catch a 100-point move, other days I'm looking to scalp 2 points. I'm looking for the same things every day. And if I'm not getting those same things, which is 5 points here, 10 points there, each and every single day, then it's not the strategy that's not working. It's just the market is not cooperating. Okay. It's not cooperating. And I know that if it normally works 70-80% of the time, as long as I can stick to my rules and not go on tilt, because again, I'm human. There's times where I've taken trades and the first trade goes down and it's a $300 loss. It gives you that emotion where you want to scratch and crawl and fight back as fast as you can. But sometimes the best thing to do is just to walk away, because you know and you trust that your strategy is going to provide that edge tomorrow. It's going to provide it next week, next month, next quarter, because you've been doing it long enough and you've been back testing long enough to understand that as long as you play out the numbers, they're going to work in your favor. And a lot of times traders don't understand that because they haven't stuck to one particular thing for long enough to see it through. And that happens with anything in life. You got to stick through things. You got to go through the ups and downs. You have to kind of adjust and tinker with your strategy, tinker with your take profits and your stop losses for what works for you. A $300 stop loss emotionally works for me. It might be too much for you. It might be too little for you. So you have to adjust it. A 5-point take profit works well for me. Could I have taken 10 points a lot of the times? Sure. So maybe you can adjust your take profit to 7 points or 10 points or 15 points. You have to find what works for you more times than not, and then actually stick to it. The information that I'm providing is things that I'm doing that are working for me. Again, it's very easy for traders to maybe take 5 points on a 20 SMA play here and then take 5 points here, look at their P&L be up $100 or $200 and then think to themselves, well, the market's only been open for 20 minutes. What else can I do? And then it's typically when those setups are not coming, where you're looking for these other areas of entry, you're starting to chop yourself up and you're just spinning your wheels in the mud. Do the same thing, the same setups, the same stop loss, the same price targets consistently. Like, can you prove to yourself that you can be disciplined enough to do the same thing for the next 30 days? It's very, very difficult. I'm not saying you're going to be perfect for 30 days, but you want to be close to it. Okay. So again, over the next 30 trading days, if you can, manage to follow your rules and protect your risk and your stop losses for 20 days, that's a great building block. Let's move it to 21 next month and 22 days and 23 days. It's all about taking it very, very slow. Again, there's no rush here. The small base hits, they do add up as long as you can be consistent. I hope this video helps someone out there. Again, if you guys would like to trade with me, that link is down in the description box below. Also, if you guys are looking for fantastic prop firms, again, if you're a little bit more of a scalper, I would recommend Apex. Those links are down in the description box below. If you look to hold and average down a little bit more on trades and you're more of a zone trader, we are looking to catch bigger trends, I would go with Top Step. That link is also down in the description box below, and I'll see all of you guys on the next video.